Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. This order should have been simpler than it was, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my kitty shirt. Yay, it's a very cool shirt. Like the design. If you're unfamiliar with the band Kitty, they are an all-girl metal band out of Canada. I want to say Toronto, but I'm probably wrong. But yeah, Kitty kind of broke out in sort of the either very late 90s or very early 2000s. Kind of had their run with sort of the new metal scene of the time and everything. You know, they definitely turned some heads. That original album, by the way, still fucking absolute badass. And the really cool thing with Kitty is, like, you know, they could have just hung around in the new metal scene and just kind of done that. But, like, if you actually watch their musical progression, like, they just fucking belted it out. Like, there's a genuine, like, evolution to their sound. I was really fortunate. I got to see them perform live a few months ago. It's the first time they'd played in Illinois in, like, 13 years or something. It was a phenomenal show. I actually got some videos of said performance. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. Nothing else, would be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're really awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why should it have been easier than it was? Well, folks, that's because I decided to go on out to, boom, Potbelly. Ooh, Potbelly Sandwich Works. And I got me some chili. But the thing is, I actually ordered 3 items. I got chili, a sandwich, and I got one of their shakes. And it was perfect. I was going to do 3 reviews, going to be a whole thing. But I get there, my item isn't out on, like, because I ordered it online through their app. So it wasn't out on the little staging area for the online orders. So I asked them about it, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, we got your order, but we don't have the shake you wanted anymore. And I was like, all right. And to be fair, that's not the staff's fault or anything like that. That's just circumstance. But I did get some chili. So I like chili. I like chili a lot. Now, I will say this. You could get it as a cup or a bowl. I got it as a bowl. This does not feel like a bowl to me. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm a fat guy. It's probably just because I'm a fat guy. But this, I think bowl is a bit generous. But it's about the flavor. And I've reviewed plenty of things from Potbelly. And by the way, because they are an Illinois-based location, this is going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois spots. So I've never had their chili as far as I can recall, but I have reviewed some of their other things. I'll say this right now. It seems a little bit soupy. But it's about the flavor. Let's give it a go. Not bad. Has a nice green pepper taste to it. I appreciate that. There's a little complexity there, but not a lot. Alright. I have to admit, I was kind of going into this with not high expectations, but, you know, relatively high. Like, I like Potbelly. I've reviewed a lot of their stuff. And typically, you know, I do think of them as being a little bit more higher end as far as, like, you know, kind of sandwich, fast food kind of places go. Yeah. It's got a little bit of a peppery kick, I would say. Kind of tingles the back of your throat a little bit. I wouldn't say it's, like, spicy, but it's got a little something just to give it the tiniest bit of an edge. I mean, the flavor isn't bad, but the funny thing is that timing-wise, this could not be a better review for me to do right now, because yesterday I was actually out at a chili cook-off. They do a chili cook-off, and one of my friends does it every year. They had 7 very different chilies. So going from that to this really makes you appreciate some really proper chili. Because, yeah, I mean, this isn't bad at all. But it's really nothing special. It feels somewhat flat. And it definitely feels just very okay. Like, hey, let's have a chili available. Okay, let's make the most basic bitch chili that we can make. Because really the only, like, personality I would say that it has is, again, it has like a little bit of a green peppery kind of flavor to it, which is nice. It kind of freshens it up a little bit, but it is very soupy. You're not getting a lot of meat. I mean, to be fair, if you dig at the bottom, you get more. You got a bean in this one, so. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing terrible. But, like, even if I'm comparing it against, like, an equivalent, not a lot of places like this serve chili, but, if I think, like, Wendy's, they've obviously got chili there. I honestly think, and I mean, I don't have it right here to do a direct comparison. Maybe I will at some point. But I honestly think I'd probably prefer Wendy's chili over this. This is just, it's very okay. There's nothing bad about it, but it does, again, it feels a little bit flat. It doesn't really speak to me as a chili. But the vegetable flavor is nice. There's nothing that it's doing wrong. It's just it's not doing anything at all to stand out. It's very just kind of, okay. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No and no. Like, flat out. It just, like I said, I mean, obviously I can't compare this against, like, proper chili that was made by, people who have, the time and dedication to make, really super proper chili. But you can go over there, and again, you can sort of appreciate the difference as far as that goes. And yeah, it just feels extremely basic. And this is one of those things where, for me, it's like, I see this almost as an opportunity for Potbelly. Kind of in the same way that I brought up the mac and cheese for KFC. Rebrand it. Seriously. Come up with an actual signature chili and put it out. Name it after one of your employees or one of your founders or some shit, or, maybe a town or something. Give it something to really work with. Something that you can really be proud of with your chili. Because, I mean, and look, I'm not saying you have to hang your hat on nothing but chili. You're a sandwich place. But, like, chili is one of those things that should be a little bit special. And this isn't very special. It's just very okay. And I think if I just wanted some quick chili, I'd just go to Wendy's. So, just tossing that out there, Potbelly. Just, if you want to collaborate, I'd be more than happy to do some tasting for you. But if I'm recommending it, like, it's not bad or anything, but, like, you can get better chili, You can get way better chili than this. And it's like, they have other stuff, even just, they have, like, soups and stuff like that. I would say that their soups are better than this. It's just very there. It'll get the job done, but you could get the job done by better people for maybe even a little bit less, again, considering that that's a bowl. So, but 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there themselves a truly proper chili-tastic rest of your life. Whatever that chili may be for you. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your favorite type of chili? Like I said, I was just at a chili cook-off, literally just yesterday. And I mean, all 7 chilies brought something different to the table. Some were spicier, some were a little bit more mild, some had more of like a deeper, rich flavor. Some were a little bit sweet. I mean, for me personally, I like a chili with some kick. I think that I don't think it's required, but it's certainly what I like. It doesn't need to be excessive or anything, but I want some oomph. But that's just me. Let me know what you personally think. Anyway.